In this edition of City News, find out what well-known business has opened up in the city of Hawthorne. Also see why residents gather at the Hawthorne Historical Society. Plus learn about a local organization striving to prevent homelessness. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. Burlington is expanding and has brought their business to the city of Hawthorne. Burlington store celebrated the grand opening of their 35,000 square foot retail space.
Congratulations on the opening of another wonderful Burlington store. We are so proud to have a Burlington store in Hawthorne.
This is a beautiful location for a great store, and I think that Burlington is going to do terrific here.
Very excited to be part of this community. We've hired over 90 associates from the nearby area and almost all Hawthorne.
Located at the Ocean Gate Plaza, Burlington Store Regional Vice President Shelley York says they offer great values at amazing prices.
Burlington, it doesn't just do coats anymore, that we have a variety of merchandise that everybody can appreciate and at affordable prices.
We have all kinds of products, so from Baby Depot, which includes strollers, we've got tons of home and home decor.
As Burlington continues to grow and open new stores, they also continue to give back to the community every chance they get.
We work with Adopt a Classroom and we work with a nearby school every time we open up a new store. We adopt all of their teachers and we give them $10,000 to help buy their school supplies.
We're all here to do a job, but at the end of the day, when you can help somebody else or when you can serve a community, there's nothing more satisfying than that.
York says they also plan to continue their coat drive and be part of other partnerships that support those in need. Burlington is located at 14705 Ocean Gate Avenue. For more information on their hours, visit their website at www.burlington.com. The Hawthorne Historical Society had a special guest speaker. Tolly Anderson has more.
Here at Hawthorne Historical Museum, aerospace engineer Lynn Jensen spoke to community members about his passion for airplanes.
One of my earliest memories is I was probably about 3 or 4 years old, is sitting next to my uncle Reed, in his airplane and watching him start the motor. And I remember that propeller going around, and then that was it. I was an airplane nut from that time on.
A former Northrop employee and creator of the Western Museum of Flight was the perfect person to address Jack Northrop's career in the 40s and the history of aviation as it applies to Hawthorne.
I think I was kind of born in the air. I feel just as comfortable flying as I do on the ground.
Attendees like Alaric Simon enjoy these presentations as he learns more about Hawthorne's involvement in this industry.
I grew up watching Northrop, and I've had relatives who work for Northrop, so it's like I'm just open to see what I didn't know all of this time was been right here.
One of the traits about Northrop Jensen commented on was the recognition he received from the historian of the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum.
Jack Northrop, of all his contemporaries, was by far the most innovative of the aircraft designers.
Jensen's job was also working in advanced design on special projects. All of his work was top secret information that he had to keep to himself.
I was working in advanced design, and these were all top secret projects. On the B-2, I couldn't even tell anyone I worked for Northrop. It was so exciting, I didn't really look at it as a challenge. I mean, when you're on these projects, and they're happening now too, you're doing things that no one has ever done before.
Hawthorne resident Betty Keel, who has been a member of the Historical Society since 2011, enjoys listening to the presentations by the guest speakers.
They're doing a really good job on guest speakers because now they have all the material here, but having somebody come that knows what happened and the pictures to show it and tell us about the history is much more interesting.
Hawthorne Historical Society will be presenting guest speakers again next year. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Tolly Anderson.
The Hawthorne Historical Society will have a guest speaker each month starting again in February 2020. To learn more, visit their website at hawthornehistorical.com. The nonprofit organization A Sense of Home is changing young people's lives. We visited their warehouse to show you how. For the last 5 years, A Sense of Home has been providing youth aged out of foster care with furnishing their first home.
They get everything from books to linens to furniture to dining tables, chairs, artwork, clocks, all of it from A to Z. When you move in, we bring. So they open their cabinets, they see a full dish set. They open their drawer, they see a full utensil set. They get absolutely everything. So it's one less thing to worry about.
It's so neat to see these kids get something that's their own, that they, I've been to creations where the kids have their things in a trash bag. Well, that's not a way to live, So it gives them dignity and pride and joy. It's really neat.
It all started as an act of kindness by founder Georgie Smith to help a young man coming out of the foster system settle into his first apartment. It was then that Smith saw the need of many others like him with nowhere else to turn that she started the organization.
No one was looking at foster youth, which makes up 30% of the homeless population. So they become homeless because they're setting out on their own, having been in the system, out on their own, no family, no support. It's no wonder they then go into that cycle of homelessness.
Now, thanks to generous donors from the community and many corporations, they've been able to help furnish almost 500 homes.
They've helped so many kids, give them pride in where they live, new hope, a new beginning. It's a great organization.
We have amazing brand partners like Casper Mattresses, Ruggable, Lamps Plus, and many more that provide us with items overstock or returns that allow us to use them and go straight into the home and not into landfills.
Although it takes a lot of effort to collect and curate each home, Smith and her staff of 5 say seeing the reaction of the youth they help keep them moving forward.
They have the strength and the tenacity and the ingenuity to keep going and to keep picking themselves up and keep going forward. So I feel inspired by them to do what we do, and it's a celebration of them having made it. That's what every home creation is.
We've seen such incredible moments of transformation and joy and light and love in these 90-minute home creations. It not only serves the volunteers, but it serves the recipients, and it's a win-win-win for everyone.
Smith says her goal in the next 5 years is to expand the organization to every major city in the U.S. and continue to help as many youth as possible. For HCTV, I'm Jennifer Murillo. To request assistance, volunteer, or donate, visit their website at asenseofhome.org. It's that time of year again when the community takes the opportunity to make sure they're healthy. Tony Long Jr. has the story.
Outside the Islamic Center of Hawthorne, doctors and other health professionals are there to offer services for the annual community health fair.
We've been doing this for many years, and what we're doing is we're screening patients for blood pressure, diabetes, and weight issues.
The health fair serves those who don't have health care coverage.
I just saw a 60-year-old gentleman who we did his blood pressure, it's very high. We did his blood sugar, that's also high. So he may have diabetes, he doesn't know about it. He doesn't have insurance, so we're setting him up with Oma Clinic for follow-up so that he can be seen and his medical concerns can be addressed.
The community also had the opportunity to donate blood as well.
I have a great group today. We are going to probably walk away with close to 30 units of blood, which is a great day.
The center is happy to see many people care for their health.
This is my first time being a part of this event, and I'm just amazed by how many people are here. I didn't expect this many people. We might not even have enough food for everybody, but it's just really big for myself, big for the mosque to host this many people.
There were other services that visitors appreciated.
I decided to come with my family and I need the free shots, so I really feel good. I'm happy to come over to come and get the free shots.
According to Dr. Rami Abdul Kader, this was the 15th year for the Community Health Fair. For HCTV, I'm Tony Long Jr.
For more information on other events and programs happening at the Islamic Center of Hawthorne, visit their website at www.ichla.org. Coming up next on City News, we'll show you how these college students got a crash course on drinking and driving. Also learn all about a print shop with a purpose. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. A new place opened on campus that's providing students with plenty of resources. Tony Long Jr. has the details.
There's a celebration on the campus of El Camino College as the school opens their new student services building.
81,000 square feet. It houses 14 departments that support students all the way from registering and applying to when they are ready to graduate. They file their graduation paperwork in this building.
A local alum reminisces about his time at the school.
I came to El Camino, like 12 years ago to get my credential for early childhood education, so I could be the director at the castle. So to me, El Camino is very special.
There are plenty of amenities in the building.
We have a building that's a one-stop center. Students can come in here and study, apply for admissions, tuition, financial aid. So it's a great day for El Camino.
Students are already liking their new environment.
Everything is very easy to get to. You got the financial aid right there, you got the student services, counseling building, so everything here is pretty convenient to get to, so that's what I like about the new building.
Several corporations donated funds, including Honda, whose name is on the facility's new computer lab. For HCTV, I'm Tony Long Jr.
To find out more information about El Camino Student Services, visit their page on their school website at www.elcamino.edu/student/student services. The El Camino College Police Department displayed what can happen if you drink and drive during the holidays. Francisco Castillo takes us to their annual event.
To an average group of friends, this might have looked like a good time with lots of laughter. But what if I told you that each one of those cones represented a human?
I don't even think I would want to drink, period. I don't want my eyes to be like that. It kind of hurt.
Students at El Camino College got a first-hand look at what it feels like to drink and drive.
I know people that drink, and I'm like, this, after I put on the goggles, if that's how that makes you feel, I don't recommend it.
We brought certain attractions out here so they can see the car. They ran into the tree. It was a fatality right there. Also, we had some goggles that they can wear to simulate that they was drunk.
These goggles represented what a person that has a blood alcohol concentration level above 0.08% sees. Students were tasked to drive a cart or shoot a basketball, and the results were a bit different than the students believed it would be.
It was hard to see. I couldn't really make any baskets because I thought the basket was one place, but it wasn't.
It really blurs your vision. I really couldn't see. I thought it was on the right side, but it was really on the left.
Officer Daryl Miller advised to have a designated driver or to use an alternative method to get home safely. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
If you would like the listing of Sober Safe Ride programs across the country, you can check the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration listing at DUIJusticeLink.aaa.com and search for Sober Ride. Reporter Tolly Anderson recently visited Eucalyptus Elementary School to learn more about their community garden.
Nonprofit Big Green was founded by Kimball Musk, who created this idea to go to schools all around and share how to plant and eat good food.
A big part of it was to teach these kids that real food, you can grow real food out of the ground. Delicious zucchinis growing over there. We got spinach, we got green beans. These kids just snap it right off the leaf and they're eating it, and they've never had it before, and they're like, this is wonderful.
Many students at this school had a chance to plant their favorite vegetable in their learning gardens, trying new foods and even drawing foods that they want to try, or some of their favorite vegetables they have already tried.
It's really fun. I actually like trying out the samples that are right over there. And it tastes really good. The tomato was my favorite because it's squishy and it's really easy to chew and it tastes good.
Today I tried really vegetables, not much fruit. I tried beets, kale.
So many special vegetables are being planted. They're adding a variety of things to our already thriving garden.
Eucalyptus Elementary School is just one of 625 schools around the U.S. that have had the chance to be introduced to planting and eating delicious fruits and vegetables right from their learning garden.
It's amazing. It's such a great opportunity, and I'm so glad that Eucalyptus takes such pride in their garden. They created a community garden club recently this year, and their students get to take some fresh clippings and try some things straight out of the garden. And so not only are they getting to taste things, but then they get to deepen the lessons with the curriculum.
Fifth grader Natalie shares how she helps take care of the learning garden, growing some of her favorite vegetables at her school.
We water them for they can grow. We water them for our lunch ladies can put them in our food to mix it up and taste what we've been growing.
These kids now can connect with each other. We've built 6 in Hawthorne. SpaceX funded them, our company in Hawthorne, and we are so proud to be a part of the Hawthorne community.
This is just one of many schools Musk has visited to teach the importance of growing and eating good food. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Tolly Anderson.
Plant a Seed Day is March 19, 2020. For more information about the nonprofit Big Green, visit their website at biggreen.org. Mychals Learning Place started a new training program which caused an expansion to a new location. We take you to their Inglewood site to show you more. Mychals Print is their newest program where they train young adults with developmental disabilities to use direct-to-garment printing.
Having the students here, wanting them to be here, and then just telling their parents, can we go to the print shop? That just makes it, the best thing about this.
Their printing business started in March of this year. Their first order was mugs, and since they've printed almost 1,000 t-shirts.
Now we have tote bags, we have mugs, we have t-shirts, and then now we're offering embroidery. So pretty much that includes hats, that includes sweaters, that includes more higher end items that we can do.
Although you can find many print shops all around, project manager Jose Carrillo says that what makes Mychals Prints different is that they have a purpose to provide job training for individuals with developmental disabilities. In less than 6 months, student trainees have learned how to do the printing from beginning to end, all on their own.
I like enjoying the print and handling the heat press and handling pre-treat.
It just shows you that they can learn quick. You teach them something, they're able to catch on and they're doing it.
Along with teaching these young adults job skills, having programs such as these also help them grow as individuals.
I don't even have to tell James what to do. The moment mom drops him off, he comes in, puts his lunch away, he grabs the vacuum, starts cleaning, he starts throwing out the trash, and then he sets up all the machines, turns them on, and now his communication's a lot better. He feels confident.
I'm best heat press.
Carrillo says they hope their business continues to steadily grow and their students can get jobs from this experience. To view their catalog or order merchandise, visit their website at prints.mychals.org. When we return, teaching a class with no voice, see how one school is doing just that. Teaching isn't always easy, but what about when it's done without speaking? Lauren McKay gives us a glimpse into one unique classroom at Lawndale High School.
Every day, Miss Crosby starts class off the exact same way. In silence.
I level the playing field. I am not their teacher. I am their facilitator.
ASL is what kind of language? Visual. It's not a spoken language.
I feel like I have the cream of the crop students to begin with. They already are coming with a heart to serve.
Students like Stephanie.
Well, my first reaction was I can talk with my hands once I learn it, but I was interested in this class because not every school has this language.
Just a freshman, she's already getting a hang of the language and helping other students at the same time.
I would actually like to teach my kids, if I have any, sign language and grow a community with sign language and help people out.
How do we create opportunities for our students to connect with the real world? Well, one thing we do is we bring the community here in the classroom.
And that's how Miss Crosby's own passion started, in her youth while singing and signing in her church choir.
I had this one experience where I went to a deaf church and I performed this song, and after it was over, a deaf young man came up to me and he began communicating to me in sign language, and I didn't understand what he was saying.
Years later, she started teaching.
Guess what time it is now? We're going to practice what?
Scout's Creed, okay?
Initially, Lawndale was the only American Sign Language or ASL academy in the country, offering AP-like courses to students. But the lack of teachers has caused them to lose that status.
A big one is manpower, because there are few and far between to be able to find credentialed, qualified ASL instructors.
Right now, though, even though Lawndale is still the only school in the district offering sign language as a class, Ms. Crosby tells me that the demand is much higher than what they can keep up with. But that makes her impact even more unique.
Her happiness is infectious. The minute you walk through the door, the room is inviting, the kids are engaged.
The exact energy and enthusiasm Ms. Crosby hopes to build upon for the future.
My goal is to make sure, number one, that they are linguistically competent, number two, that they're culturally sensitive, and that I spark a whole new generation of individuals that care about other cultures other than their own.
For the holidays, the students will be performing a special sign language concert and flash mob right here in these hallways. For HCTV, I'm Lauren McKay.
For more information on the ASL class, you can head to www.londalhs.org. An annual community event kicked off. Tony Long Jr. shows us.
The Dana Middle School soccer field is full of fun and games, all part of the AYSO Soccer Area 1D Beach Cities Friendship Festival.
To give the parents a morning off. They're dealing with their kids and their disabilities 24/7. This is just my way of giving them some time off.
This is great, and particularly the children that we're helping here. You know, these are kids that in some cases have challenges, and it's nice to put on an event like this for them.
Scott and Justin, players that are on Team Aloha, have skills they enjoy showcasing while playing on the soccer field.
I usually pass it to them, and I usually work together with them pretty well.
Outrunning my VIP buddies because it helps me with my run speed. I want to pick the speed to sound like Sonic the Hedgehog.
When Lieutenant Robbie Williams comes to these events, there's one thing he looks forward to seeing.
It's the kids. Interacting with the kids, seeing them smile, seeing them climb up on our vehicles and put on a badge. It's really rewarding, and I really enjoy it.
Local businesses, including Walmart, are on hand to provide services to the attendees.
We're just offering some of the fresh fruits that we have available at the store and some water, absolutely free for the community. We also were able to provide a small grant for the event, so I'm very happy to do that.
According to festival founder Danny Juarez, about 89 kids participated in the event. For HCTV, I'm Tony Long Jr.
For more information on any events or programs with the local American Youth Soccer Organization, visit their website at www.ayso21.org. A night under the stars, that's what one local school took the opportunity to do. Lauren McKay tells us what they saw was out of this world.
I saw the moon, and it's big, and it's huge.
Getting up close and personal with the night sky.
Keep looking at that all the way and come in and just, there it is. Okay?
That's what the students at Bud Carson Middle School got to do for a special stargazing program.
It's a really good guidance and help.
Seeing things like the moon, Jupiter, and Saturn through high-tech telescopes.
We do this to try to spread astronomy to the young people. Our hobby seems to be kind of dying with the young people, so the more we can expose them to it, the more we like it.
But it wasn't just the science that caught their attention. Students played games and solved problems, making the connection to math.
They all leave with smiles. They have a fun time, and my favorite's when you can hear them laughing from across the room, having a good old time with the math. Stargazing we decided to do tonight also, especially because we're a STEM school.
And that's the whole idea, hoping to promote STEM, or science, technology, engineering, and math, to kids as possibilities for their future. Kids like Joshua.
They want to be an engineer. Here is a perfect place to be an engineer. They have a lot of engineering programs, and I know math is a big part of it.
Preparing for his future and beyond. For HCTV, I'm Laura McKay.
For more information on the South Bay Astronomical Society, who brought stargazing to the school, you can head to their website at www.sbastro.net. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future City News stories. Find out how the VFW celebrates Thanksgiving. Also, we'll show you how students are getting their voices heard in an anti-bullying art contest, and see how seniors enjoyed a turkey luncheon. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget, you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from AYSO Soccer. See you next time.